Sometimes as people in this human experience, we can have what looks like a page full of dots. And it looks like random, unconnected. It's almost like someone took, you ever take one of those, or see one of those like paint splotch things? And they take paint and they just throw it on, and then they say to people, what do you see? And sometimes our lives kind of maybe feel like that. All these unconnected dots in our lives, and we look at it and go, I don't know why it keeps happening to me. Why is it always that Gabe and Shawnee's prayers are answered, but my prayer's still unanswered? One more time. In prayer, there is a connection between what God does and what you do. There is a connection, which means we must connect the dots. It's almost like the person that goes out drinking on Saturday night, and they can't figure out why they have such a bad headache on Sunday morning. Pastor, I don't know why I'm always sick on Sunday morning. Well, how much to drink did you have on Saturday night? Oh, there's a connection. And the truth is, there is more of a connection than you ever know between what you do and what God can do. There's a connection. One of them is called forgiveness. You can't get forgiveness from God, for instance, without also forgiving others. Do you understand that? If we have unforgiveness in our lives, it's going to mess up our prayers. If you refuse to do your part, you cut yourself off from God's part. But Pastor, you don't know what they did. You don't know what they said. I did my best and they did that. I want you to notice, so when you read Scripture, it doesn't have exclusions. You know what I'm saying? There is a connection between what you do and what God does. Footnote, unless they really deserved it. Unless they really treated you bad. Unless it was totally unfounded. Then you have the right to unforgiveness. No. Let me get your thought going here in the right direction. Get your mind wrapped around this. Jesus Christ is hanging on a cross, and the very people who put them there, he looks at them and says, God, forgive them, they know not what they do. Talk about a picture of forgiveness. Put that in context with the person who didn't speak to you when they were walking by in the church foyer. Put that in context of the person who's just a little short with you. Put that in context with, I'll give you an example of how easily misunderstandings happen. In the month of November, we have a music schedule. We have a great music team. And and there's a lot of members on the team. I don't know if you know, but there's more than 30 or 40 team members. And with some moving around of different schedules of doing special services, we had to move entire teams and drop them in other spots. And by doing that, it turned out that several people got dropped from the schedule. Not meaning to, but by taking the team that was playing here, because the special service got moved, that means the whole team got moved. When that team took over that particular week, that means those people got dropped, which means there were several singers who ended up not scheduled at all in the month of November. And even more hard to understand is Joey plays bass. It was actually on the schedule that Joey played bass every Sunday in the month of November. You might say, well, what's wrong with that? We have 4 bass players. So can you imagine the other 3 bass players saying, what happened? Have I not served this church for the last 5 years? Gabriel Franco, he said, what did I do? He didn't say this, but he plays bass. Yes. Obviously, Dave plays a little bass. But do you understand how easy it is for unforgiveness to get in? It's like, wait a minute. What about me? Am I chopped liver here? Joey's the favored one now? Do you understand? I can tell you many, if not most, of the misunderstandings we have in our lives are pure happenstance.